Om Namah Shivaya children, welcome to the first chapter of science of class 7, that is nutrition in plants. In this chapter, we will read about the autotrophic nutrition and photosynthesis. Before starting the chapter, let us recollect our previous knowledge. In class 6, we had read about the nutrients. Carbohydrates, they are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Now, what is their function? They provide energy, helps to grow and they build the damaged body parts. We will learn more about them in our second chapter, that is nutrition in animals. Now, let us be back to our chapter nutrition in plants. First of all, what is nutrition? Nutrition means the mode of taking food and its utilization by the body. There are two types of nutrition. One is autotrophic nutrition and other one is heterotrophic nutrition. Now, the autotrophic nutrition. The word autotrophic has been derived from two words. Auto means self, trophos means nourishment. That means the mode of nutrition in which organisms make food by themselves from simple substances is called autotrophic nutrition, and the best example is plants. This process of making food is known as photosynthesis. Now, heterotrophic nutrition. Here, heteros means other. Here, heteros means other. That means the mode of nutrition in which organisms take in ready-made food prepared by the plants or other animals is called heterotrophic. Now, not only animals, some plants also come under this group, which we will discuss later. Now, let us discuss photosynthesis in detail, that is our autotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, first of all, let us think what does a plant need for photosynthesis. A plant needs light energy or sunlight. Second is carbon dioxide, which is it is getting from air. Third is water and fourth is chlorophyll, a green color pigment present in the leaves. Now, photosynthesis is a process by which plants convert light energy to chemical energy, which is later used for the needs of the plants as well as the animals. Now, first of all, why it is called as photosynthesis? It is derived from two words. One is photo, which means light. Synthesis means to combine. Since the synthesis of food occurs in presence of sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. So, in a way, the solar energy is captured by leaves and stored in the plants in the form of food. Remember, the sun is the ultimate source of energy for all organisms. Now, let us know how these products are being available to the plant. Carbon dioxide from air, through pores present in the leaves, water from soil through root, sunlight from sun and chlorophyll is present in the leaves. Now, what is the result? Carbohydrate and oxygen. Carbohydrate or glucose or sugar and oxygen is released to the environment. Now, this is why as this all are taking place in the leaf, that means food is prepared in the leaves, that is why leaves are called as the food factory of the plant. Now, let us discuss what is chlorophyll, because carbon dioxide and water you have some idea. Let us discuss about chlorophyll first. Chlorophyll is a green colored pigment present in the leaf cells. It gives the green color to the leaves. Then leaf cell. A new word has come, that is cell. What is a cell? The bodies of living organisms are made up of tiny units called cells. Cells can be seen only under the microscope. It has three main parts. One is cell membrane, second one is nucleus, and third one is cytoplasm. For example, here is the picture of a plant cell. You can see the nucleus, it is dark blue in color, and you can see the cell membrane which is light greyish in color, and you can see the cytoplasm in light blue color. And can you see the green patches? Yes, these are the chloroplast, and our chlorophyll pigment which is trapping the sunlight and preparing the food, it is present inside this chloroplast. So, there are numerous cells in leaves, there are numerous cells in the leaves and uncountable number of chlorophyll pigment. All these cells carry out photosynthesis at one time, whole day till the sunlight is available. All of you clear now? Let us move to carbon dioxide. How it is being available to the leaves? They enter through tiny pores present in the leaves called stomata. The pores are surrounded by guard cells. These guard cells help in opening and closing up the stomata. Now, you can see here, this is the picture of a open stomata. Now, gaseous exchange is taking place. Carbon dioxide is entering and oxygen is coming out. Now, you see, this is the case of during the daytime when sunlight is available. Now, you see the second picture, here the stomata is closed. It is during the night because gaseous exchange does not take place during night. Clear? Now, let us move to water. How water is transported? Water and minerals present in the soil are absorbed by the roots and transported to the leaves. These minerals are transported to the leaves by vessels which run like pipes throughout the whole plant. They form a continuous path or passage for the nutrients to reach the leaf. So, now let us summarize the steps of photosynthesis. Now, first step, carbon dioxide from air is taken through the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves. Water and minerals are transported to the leaves by the vessels which run like pipes from the root through the stem and then reach to every leaf in the plant. The leaves have a green pigment called chlorophyll which help in capturing the energy of the sunlight. Leaves in presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide and water and minerals to synthesize carbohydrates. During this process, oxygen is released which is very vital for all organisms on earth. Now, we can represent this photosynthesis in an equation also. So, during photosynthesis, chlorophyll containing cells of the leaves in the presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide and water to synthesize carbohydrates. What is carbohydrate? That is glucose. Glucose is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen which they are getting from carbon dioxide and water. Now, the equation we can write as follows. In words, carbon dioxide plus water in presence of light, chlorophyll and chlorophyll pigment produce glucose and oxygen. Remember, glucose is the carbohydrate. As a balanced chemical equation, why I am saying you? Because carbon dioxide stands for CO2, water stands for H2O, glucose chemically written as C6H12 bond O6 and the chemical symbol of oxygen is O2. So, when we combine, when the carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is added to 6 molecules of water in presence of light and chlorophyll, they produce 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen, and this oxygen is released into the environment. Now, does photosynthesis take place in other parts of the plant other than the leaves? What do you think? Yes, it is also taking place in the places where green stem and green branches are present. Best example is desert plants. Now, the desert plants have scale or spine like leaves to reduce the loss of water by transpiration. All of you can see the picture of the desert plant here. Now, what are the specification of the desert plant? What are the modification? They have a thick fleshy stem which stores water. They have a thick waxy skin to prevent transpiration. Now, what is transpiration? Transpiration is the loss of water through the upper parts of the leaf in the form of water vapor, that is the loss of water. Now, they have a thick waxy skin to prevent transpiration, and most of the transpiration takes place from the upper part of the leaves. Desert plants have spine like leaves, that is they are totally reduced, and they have green stems, that means chlorophyll pigment is present in the stems which carry out photosynthesis. Now, look at the picture, colored leaves. So, what do you think? They do not carry out photosynthesis? No, they do. Some plants have chlorophyll as well as some other pigments in their leaves. These pigments sometimes mask or hide the green color of the chlorophyll and hence give the leaves various other colors such as red, yellow, purple. But photosynthesis takes place in these leaves in the same way as in the green leaves. So, these colored leaves also carry out photosynthesis like the green leaves. Now, let us know about another type of plants. All of you have seen green slimy patches on ponds or stagnant water bodies. These are formed by the growth of organisms called algae. These algae are green in color because they have chlorophyll and they can make their own food by photosynthesis. Now, all of you clear, children? One question for you. Do humans carry out photosynthesis or do animals carry out photosynthesis? We will discuss them in our next video along with the heterotrophic nutrition in plants. Then, bye bye children and Om Namah Shivaya.